I'm about to go mess him up in sparring.
Calm emotion, he's more my age, you know what I mean? I'd like to, you know, take that glory early.
Whoa! I'm on the back foot.
Yo, this is CK, the voice and founder of Kingmaker Boxing. We're a platform dedicated to giving exposure to the next generation of boxers, whether that's junior boxers, amateur boxers, or pro prospects. I feel like amateur boxing is a completely overlooked market by the casual boxing fan. It brings entertainment, it brings excitement, and it also just brings fighters who are hungry and really want to succeed in the sport. And I just want to be able to shine a light on those type of fighters and really give them the spotlight that they deserve. Here at Kingmaker Boxing, we're going to do loads of different types of content. We're going to be filming tournaments, whether it's the nationals or the regional tournaments, just trying to showcase all the best talent coming out of the UK. What you're watching right now is the very first episode of a series we call Jab Gab, where I sit down with the fighters, get to know a bit about them, learn about their life, their goals, their accomplishments, their inspirations, opinions on hot boxing topics. However, there is a slight twist. I'll be stepping in the ring with them and having 3 rounds of sparring. It's a chance for them to showcase their abilities and their skills. And it's also really to see how long I can actually last with a fighter of their caliber. This episode features a young rising amateur prospect by the name of Scott Stannard, fighting at a Repton Boxing gym. Just want to say a big thank you to Scott and everyone at Repton for allowing us to come and film at your gym. If you guys do like the video, please like, comment, subscribe and turn on all post notifications, as well as follow us on all of our socials that are on the screen right now. If you want to watch the full uncut sparring footage, there's a link in the description to our Patreon, where you'll also be able to access exclusive content for future videos. Alright, let's get to it. Jab and Gab episode 1 featuring Scott Stannard. Let's go.
Going crazy in the club, yeah. Going balls, going up, yeah. Going crazy in the club, yeah.
This is CK from Kingmaker Boxing. Today we're here with Scott Stannard, up-and-comer amateur fighting at a Repton Boxing gym. You want to tell them a bit about yourself?
Been boxing for Repton for like nearly 2 years coming up now, and been boxing I think maybe since I was like 4 years old, 5, some sort of around there. Started, well, I started kickboxing to start off with, and sort of went from there into the boxing. Went from there.
Cool, cool. And how do you find it? You've been doing it for how many years now, you said?
Cool, I don't know, it must be 15 nearly, 14, 15 years,
14,
quite a little.
15 years, long time,
bit,
long time, man.
Oh, so that work.
So, do you remember what your first spar or like fight was like? Do you remember like back in the day?
I'll be honest with you, I don't. I had my first fight when I was 5 years old. So like it was different in kickboxing because you would just turn up on a day, sort of like, right, you just got to fight, and then you'd fight. And then my first boxing fight, I actually remember, it was in Colchester United Football Stadium.
No way.
Quite a sick little venue, and I ended up having it against, his name was Callum, I can't remember his second name, but we ended up having like 5 fights, I think.
Oh yeah.
That was a good fight, yeah. It was
close
right.
fights as well.
Yeah, they were good.
Yeah,
it was good.
Good.
Yeah.
Nice, man, nice. Who's been your like biggest influence in like the boxing journey so far, or who do you look up to in the boxing journey?
Well, like a famous boxer.
It doesn't have to be a boxer, it can be a family member, it can be anyone.
Cool, I'll be honest with you, I mean, I've always sort of just watched like, I mean, Mayweather's the #1, do you know what I mean? He's got the lifestyle, he's got everything, innit? He's like the main man.
Exactly.
But everyone likes a bit of knockout power, like Mike Tyson and stuff. I've never really been an Ali fan, I'm not gonna lie.
Really? Okay.
Always been like Mike Tyson. And
more aggressive approach.
Yeah, like I like the aggressive approach, but also like Mayweather, you see how he's slick like that? And also the way he lives, do you know what I mean? You're sort of like up for him.
Nice, and how do you feel about the Mayweather effect, like all these boxers wanting to be undefeated the whole time, and it's kind of changed the business of boxing.
Do you know what? Yeah, that everyone wants to be Mayweather.
Yeah.
But even Mayweather said like he watched about 6 or 7 different people, and then he sort of like made his own style. Like one day he wanted to be him, next day he wants to be like someone else. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then I feel like you can do the same thing. Yeah, you can also like, I mean, everyone's a standard, hands up like that. I mean, the Philly shell works, but you got to know how to do the Philly shell. You can't just start doing it like from when you're like 29 years old and already fighting world champions. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Like I try to do. I'm no boxer, but it don't work for me. Do you know what I mean? You have to have a lot of practice when it comes from it. What does a typical training day look like for you? So when you come into the gym, what's the plan? How does it work out?
I mean, it starts off in the morning, to be fair.
Yeah.
Get up, go for a run, and depending on what day it is, some days I'll go like on a recovery day, I'll go sauna and all that. Just go swimming, sauna, go like just for a steady jog. But then when I actually come to the gym, mainly just take it like with Charlie. We do sparring, bags, skipping. Do you know what I mean? Stretching. Just it depends on the day. Depends on like the scenario. It depends what's coming up as well.
And does it change? Like if you've got a fight coming up, does that change how you train as well?
Yeah, also depends how much I weigh. Like you sort of adapt with, like, what is it? Just before the nationals, I only come back before the nationals, maybe like 12 weeks before or 10 weeks before. Before that, I was well heavy. Like it was fat, so it was quite a lot of my stuff was a lot of running, losing the weight.
Got you.
Then, so as it started progressing, then it was sort of like sharp, like sort of training and things like that.
Yeah, cool.
It was nice.
New brimstone up.
What's been your proudest moment in the ring so far? Like, what accomplishment are you like really proud of?
My proudest moment. Do you know what? I don't actually know, to be fair. I mean, I don't think I'm not like even just saying it, but I've never really been like proud yet.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think I've made it. So, like each fight is it's like you get a title, but it's just another fight at the end of the day. You still, to me, it still feels like I'm just going in there with like a normal fight. But until I actually start seeing like a bit of progress, like until my life like outside the ring starts changing, I don't feel accomplished yet. I know that's a bit of a weird one.
No, that's how
I feel.
Man. No, it makes sense. It makes sense. Like you want to turn pro. I'm assuming you want to be world champion.
Yeah, I would like to be. Yeah, exactly. Hopefully a multi-world champion.
Yeah. When do you think you want to turn pro? By the way, like, do you want to do this for a few more years? Try and turn pro.
I mean, ideally it'd be after hopefully I get into the Olympics. I start doing my stuff there, and then hopefully someone spots me, and then hopefully I get a good money deal if something good comes like up before. But the thing is, there's no point in me doing it. I don't feel like if I ain't like everyone wants to be a superstar. Do you know what I mean? Unless I've got like that little bit of support or got something, there's no point in turning pro. I might as well stay in the amateurs just to carry on enjoying it, doing it at my own pace, just like that sort of stuff. Do you know what I mean?
No, it makes sense, man. It makes sense. Do you have any like short-term goals this year? So obviously you're going to GB and doing all that. What are the goals around that? You wanna?
Well, I'd like to get on GB. That's the main one. I'd like to get down on my weight to get to that GB because there's a 60 kilo and there's a 55 kilo, and I'd like to get down to that 55 kilo. So I'm still like the biggest for the weight. You always want to go down rather than up.
Yeah. So at your latest thing, that was 57, right?
Yeah.
So they don't have 57 for.
No 57s. Nah, they had it last year. I think it was 56, but the Olympics has changed. They've made the weight categories a lot bigger. It's more spaced out. So now we're gonna have to either get down or go up. But I mean, we still got 3 more years, I think, until the next Olympics, so we have to see what happens then.
So you got time. Time. All right. If you had to choose, British champion, Olympic medalist, or undefeated pro, like, what's your dream lane? Obviously, everyone wants to be undefeated. That's the main thing. But like, journey to getting there? Like, do you just want to be able to have not too many fights and then be undefeated, become a champion, or do you want to work your way up the ranks, get British title, European title? You know.
Do you know what? Yeah, I think if you win a medal in the Olympics, you're gonna win a British title. You're gonna win all them anyways. Yeah.
True.
So an Olympic medal would be the one for me. I'm for legacy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I want to be like known as like I mean, there's like been some incredible fighters. They just haven't had like them mental fights. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So now they're not considered the best. Like, I mean, Tyson Fury.
Yeah.
He's had like good fights, but people he thought haven't been like legacy fighters. But if he was to fight another big name that like everyone sort of gasses up, then like, do you know what I'm saying?
I hear you. Adds to the legacy. Like I like fighters who go for greatness. You know, like I love Gervonta Davis, but the fact that he's not moving up in weight and fighting all the other 140s or 147s, he's kind of, you know, messing up his legacy in that way. But then you have fighters like Terence Crawford who are trying to go up 2 weight divisions, trying to fight Canelo.
I rate him as one of the best. Honestly, I do.
Yeah. Okay, how about this? Who would be your dream fight? Obviously, it's going to be different eras, but with the era of like pro boxing now, who would you have wanted to fight if you were like up,
well, like right now?
Right now, who would you want to fight?
Right now, who would I want to fight? Do you know what? Yeah, that's a hard question. I mean, Gervonta. Actually, no. If we had to go more my age, like a more realistic fight, I like CURMEL MOTON. He's more my age. You know what I mean? I'd like to, you know, take that glory early and then build my way up. That's what I'd like to do, anyways.
Makes sense. CURMEL.
Yeah, you know, he's only a year younger than me. I think he's the same weight. So
well, he's 130 pounder, I think, or 135. I'm not too sure.
I don't know. I'm 57 kilos, so
so I think that translates to about 135.
Yeah.
And then there's also Abdullah Mason. I don't know. Do you know Abdullah Mason?
Yeah, I think is he heavier?
Yeah, so he's 135 as well. So
135.
I believe that's also around 57, 58.
Yeah. I think I beat him as well. He's got a work rate, innit? He's got work rate.
Yeah.
But like, I'm fit as well. So it'd be interesting. We got Ammo, didn't we? So Ammo's that fit, like flashy southpaw. I mean, us spar him and you know what I mean?
You have like tough battles in the gym with different people sparring all the time.
Different people, different weights.
Get competitive. Does it get heated sometimes or no?
Sometimes. Yeah. Sometimes. I mean, it got heated with me and like one boy like a while ago. Yeah. But then we ended up sorting it and all that. But he does. Sometimes there's arguments, you know.
Yeah.
Depends if different clubs come down as well. Sometimes.
Oh yeah.
Like it gets a bit. The pressure gets on the nerves, come the adrenaline. Some people will be in the ring and then end up scrapping it like outside as well.
Yeah. Crazy. Okay.
But I think at the end of the day, it all builds to the atmosphere, doesn't it?
Yeah, exactly. No, it just adds to it. Makes it more exciting. Makes you also gives you more motivation next time. Or if you weren't as successful in a sparring, you want to get them back next time. So
yeah, exactly.
I hear what you're saying. All right, how do you balance boxing with your life outside the ring? Like,
I mean, I got interviewed at the England thing, and I said to him, I'm a normal teenager, I do like going, like, when people hear it, they're gonna think like, oh my god, what's this boy doing? Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But like, I do like going like pubs, clubs, you know, raving. I like all that, but it's what you do in them scenarios. Like, you could be in like, I don't even know. You could be in a park, and be drinking, but you could be in a club and not drinking. Like, do you know what I'm saying? I'll still stick to my schedule. Just because I'm around that area, like around that, doesn't mean like I'm drinking and doing what other people do. I mean, I've got a good set of friends around me. I've got good people around me that, like, if they see me, like, if I say, oh yeah, I want to like drink tonight, they'll say like, what are you doing? Like, you got to fight in a couple of weeks.
Keep
like,
you grounded,
Yeah, they do. Like, obviously, I get that little bit of time off. I've just come back from holiday, and that was a raving holiday. And like, go and have your fun and then come back and like
work hard.
It's now back to the grind. I mean, I only get like 3 weeks off a year.
No, it's true. It's good that you have good people around you as well. You know, keep you grounded, make sure you're doing the right thing, and just talk to you when you need talking to as well, and get held accountability.
Let's work. Let's see it. That's the one.
And where are you from? Like, how did you grow up? What type of area did you grow up in? Grew up in the city, or you grew up in like countryside? Like, what was that like?
Yeah, I mean, I started off in. Well, I was born in Bury St Edmunds. Yeah, that's actually where I was born in the hospital and that.
Okay.
And then my family are originally from, like, my granddad's from Croydon, and my family are actually from here. But I never knew that until until I moved down to it. So I was at Sudbury Boxing Club for like, I think 12 years, 10 years, something like that. I had like 50 bouts for them. And then as I sort of like got more and more, like started doing well for myself, like doing better for myself, that I sort of changed and then ended up coming down to here because I thought, like, if I want to make it big, it's like about like who you know, not what you know. Do you know what I mean? I need that bit of attention, so there's no better place than to come than into the city.
100%.
So then I started coming here. I mean, I travelled 2 hours to get here, and then it was at the start it was a bit of a struggle. Like bumping the train and stuff. But lucky enough, Charlie Brown, the coach here, he said, like, come stay out with us, come work with us. And he honestly, I wouldn't be able to box in these nationals if it wasn't for him and his family. Like, even his like wife and that makes all my food, does my diet, and it's a lot of stress off me. And honestly, it's good.
No, it's good, man. It's nice to have someone who looks out for you. How long have you known Charlie? You've known him since you came here?
He's always known, like, we've always known of each other. Do you know what I mean? But then as we sort of like started boxing, like, I started becoming closer with Junior, which is his son, and then from there we started getting close, and then obviously he invited us, and then he's made me feel like family. So it's like, honestly, I couldn't ask for no more.
Good, man. It's good, man. It's a nice environment as well. Keeps you off the streets. You know, build good friendships here as well. Yeah,
exactly. I mean, quite a lot of the boys around there are from that sort of like thing. Do you know what I mean? And then they've sort of like chilled out. They come in. You know, it's nothing like that in the gym, and it's nice.
Let's work. What?
What do you do to like unwind after a tough fight or after a tough training session? Like, what do you do to chill? You play video games? What do you do to like wind down?
I mean, it depends what day of the week it is. If it's Friday, I'll be out in the clubs. Nah, I'm joking. But I just go home, you know, relax, go get some food. You just sip a cup of tea and that. Just like, depending on how. Depends also if like I'm in camp, and if I'm straight in camp, I'm straight back to bed. But if not, then just sort of like just chill out. Maybe go to a snooker hall, like go see who's about, meet up with like some of the boys and stuff. You know, just sort of go out, just see what happens.
Cool, nice.
You know.
Whoa! I'm on the back foot.
So have you ever wanted to quit boxing, and why? Like, what kept you here?
I'll be honest with you, yeah, I did. But it wasn't the fact that I wanted to quit boxing. It's sort of like I had to grow up and be a man, do you know what I mean? Like, I didn't really have a chance. Like, so maybe like last year, when I was last year, I was having a kid, do you know? So I sort of like, I think it was the last time I was in the Nationals, like my first year. I found I was going to be a dad, and then I was like, it sort of sunk in. So then I was like, right, I've got to go to work, got to start like, you know, like looking out for my kids. Like, I've got to be a man, like go to work. So I was just doing it for a bit of fun, and then I sort of like wasn't really doing it properly. I was coming down to the gym maybe like once, twice a week, if that. Not training, like just bumming about, just like working. He's obviously, like when I was working, I'd be up at 6, finish work at like 4:30, then drive 2 hours to London, then get back at like 10:30. Like I didn't have a lot of time. But then something happened, and then like that sort of went away. Do you know what I'm saying? So then it was back on to like working on myself again. Got you. Yeah.
Get back in the zone, start focusing again.
Back in on the zone. Yeah.
Got you.
What?
Oh yeah, how do you deal with like nerves and pressure during the fight? Like when you walk out, do you feel the nerves? Do you feel pressure?
Do you know what? Yeah, it's a bit of a weird one for me. I mean, everyone's got their own thing in their heads, and for me, like, I don't know. I just don't really think about it. It's not really for something. Like I know I've got a fight. not really scared. I don't know. I've never really been scared of fighting. When I was younger, I used to get nervous. Like I used to think like, oh no, I can't let no one down. Like I didn't want to let no one down. But then when I sort of get to like 13, I just thought like, no,
you're here now.
Just here now. So, and ever since then, I haven't really been nervous. I don't get nervous sparring. Like, I'll fight anyone. Like, look at my resume. Like, I have fought everyone. I haven't ducked no one. Like anyone that wanted to fight.
What is your record, by the way, just so that they can know?
I don't know. I've had like 57, won about 40, something like that.
Okay.
41, I think.
Yeah.
I lost 7 in my first year. So it was like after that. My record would have been a lot better if, do you know what I mean?
So it was like it was a tough start and then you kind of pulled it back?
Yeah, so I pulled it back. But then I recently, like last year, do you know when I was telling you that I had that time off? Ended up getting, I think, 2 losses out of that. Like, I got disqualified on one and then one of them I didn't think I lost. So it's a bit like, do you know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean?
Got you.
But then now that I'm starting to take it properly again, like we'll see what happens.
We'll see, man. I mean? No, it's only looking up. It's only looking up. If you could give any advice to like your younger self, what would you say? Like if you could just talk to your younger self right now, what would you tell him?
Stay away from your ex-missus. That's about it, I reckon. Just you know, focus on the boxing, like chill out a little bit. Do you know what I mean? Don't be doing what you're doing.
Got you. Oh yeah, thoughts on influencer boxing?
Yeah.
You think it's good for boxing? You think it's bad for boxing?
Do you know what? Yeah, influencer boxing is a bit of a weird one. So I know, I wouldn't say like crazy amount of influence, but I know a couple and all that.
Yeah.
And it's like, at the end of the day, that is about the money, isn't it? So, but at the end of the day, boxing's got itself to sort of blame. Like, I mean, it's sort of bringing it back here, but there's no excitement to the boxing anymore. Like, you watch the UFC, they're fighting like, oh yeah, the two best. That's why there's so many, like, in UFC, there's like 4 or 5 losses on each person's card. Like, no one cares about being undefeated. They just want to see an entertaining fight. I mean, if you got two, like, you got Conor Ben Eubank, you watch that fight, they're not superstars, are they? They're not like, whoa, like they're the next biggest thing, But them two had a fight, and it was a good fight. That's why everyone said it was like one of the best fights I've seen in a long time.
So that was one of the greatest fights I've watched, for sure.
Exactly. So like, people do want to see that, don't they? Like, people just want to see an entertaining fight. People want to see someone with a bit of like, they want to see that, like, gets their heart racing. They want to see the beef. Like, do you know what I mean?
Got you.
See it.
No, I hear you, man. And the thing is, like, also it shows levels of boxing. Like, even going back to the Conor Ben, Chris Eubank fight, and then you go to the Ryan Garcia fight and Canelo fight. Those guys are more superstars than Conor Ben and Chris Eubank, but everyone loved the Conor Ben and Chris Eubank fight more because it was just entertaining, and you know, these guys went at it. It was no running, all of that.
Come on, it's work. That's it, work. Come on, it's work. Let them hands go. You ain't punching out them. Oh, it's work.
And we'll see. I'm about to go mess him up in sparring. If you want to see it, just get the Patreon and you can see the whole sparring. But yeah, cool. All right, man. Let's see. I'm gonna get smoked.
Really? In this way as well. That was good though. Good one.
Alright, so you've already seen me get beaten up, but if you do want to see the full, raw, uncut sparring footage, there is a link in the description to the Patreon where you'll be able to access it, as well as exclusive content for future videos. Just want to say again, big thank you to Scott for featuring in the first episode of Jab Gab, as well as Lionel and Charlie for allowing us to come into your gym and make this episode possible. If you made it this far, comment the boxing glove emoji down below, as well as like, subscribe and turn on all post notifications to be updated whenever we upload a new video. Here at Kingmaker Boxing, we're building up the future one round at a time. Be here for the journey. Thank you for watching.